Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Yolk'd. I'm Jenny.
And you know who I am. If you don't, just keep watching. You'll find out.
Kyle, what are you doing?
I've actually been watching a lot of superhero movies lately, and what I've realized from them is that women like men who are mysterious. I realize these things every day.
Yeah? So why don't you just start coming to work in a mask?
Oh, Jenny, I'm not that desperate, okay? Or am I?
Or how about a paper bag?
Growing up, did you ever fantasize about what kind of superpowers you'd want? Invisibility? Flying? Hulk-like strength? Did you argue with your friends for hours on how flying would be pointless if everyone could see you, or how turning invisible would be annoying if you had to take your clothes off every time? But what about going back in time, even for just a few years? With Google having mapped nearly every street in the US and many more around the globe with its Street View cars, they're allowing users to do just that, take a peek back in time. After the events of the Fukushima disaster in 2011, Google wanted to preserve the Street View images of the area before the tsunami hit. As of yesterday, they're rolling out that same feature everywhere on maps. Some areas have Street View images from as far back as 2006. If the area of the map you've selected has archival Street View footage, you can click the hourglass icon and choose a date in the past. Now you can watch as empty lots get populated with strip malls and chain stores. Or you can see the moments leading up to this man's public urination as he waltzes out of a 7-Eleven chugging a big gulp.
Extremely small form factor PCs like the bricks by Gigabyte are steadily gaining popularity due largely to contributions from AMD APUs, which have brought better integrated graphics. Now NVIDIA enthusiasts can wave their green flags in the micro PC parade with Bricks Pro. Showcased yesterday at a private media event in Las Vegas, the Pro uses a Crystal Well-enabled Haswell processor that features Intel's Iris Pro 5200 graphics. In addition to the 47-watt Core i5-4200H mobile processor clocked at 2.8 GHz, there's a GTX 760 inside. Though it wasn't specified, the GPU is probably the mobile version, meaning that it will still be able to play many current-gen games. Hitting the shelves in May, the Bricks Pro will also feature 2 SO-DIMM slots, room for a 2.5-inch drive, 4 USB 3.0 ports, dual HDMI ports, and 1 mini display port. Word is that Gigabyte may be in the works on a Core i7 version of the Bricks, bringing even more power to its small form factor PC. We'll keep you posted on when we get to play with one of these here in the studio.
Prime users rejoice! In an unprecedented move, HBO has signed a deal with Amazon, allowing audiences for the first time to enjoy HBO's original programming without having to sign up for a cable subscription. Don't get too excited though, the list of shows that were approved for Amazon Prime does not include Game of Thrones. Considering that the show is HBO's most successful ever, I guess I could understand why they would keep that carrot dangling just out of reach a little bit longer. Despite how much money they made on the deal, or how much they continue to make on Game of Thrones themed merchandise, their vast subscribership is still their bread and butter. Which is why they probably don't even bat an eye anymore at piracy. They know that if they want to get more subscribers, they're going to need an incentive. So sorry folks, if you wanted to get your Khaleesi on in a legal way, you're going to have to wait. In the meantime, you can watch classic HBO shows such as The Sopranos, The Wire, Rome, Deadwood, and Flight of the Conchords all on Prime. And that's plenty of quality adult entertainment to get you started. So the next time you're caught watching a steamy episode of Rome in the living room and get accused of downloading high-budget porn, just smile and say, "It's not porn, Mom, it's HBO."
Autism is a sensitive topic for many people. There are strong opinions as to what causes it and how to deal with it, but rarely do we actually get a chance to understand what being autistic must be like for those who deal with it on a daily basis. Recently, many autism advocacy groups have made progress to break stereotypes and educate people on the disorder by using simulators. One of these is a video game. Through it, players experience a playground that has been altered to help simulate what overstimulation is like to an autistic child. In another example, an autistic YouTuber named Weird Girl Cindy was fed up with so-called experts trying to explain what autistic people went through. She uploaded a distorted video of the 1980s Transformers show to demonstrate how an autistic person sees and hears the footage with sensory overload. She explains that to her, the images and sound are so distorted she can see what's happening but can't recall anything about it. More and more autistic people, through the help of these organizations, are speaking out and giving a rare glimpse into their daily life. With 1 in 86 children being diagnosed with autism, the more we understand, the less we'll fear, and the more we'll be able to help. Click on the story link in the description below to check out the simulations for yourself. Alright, well I guess that wraps up this episode of Yolk'd.
Catfroman! The power of cats and froze. Meow.
Clearly a gift to women everywhere.
Button-up shirt.
Good luck with that, Kyle. Everyone else, you've just been yoked. So, could you please state your name again?
The name's Catfroman.
And why do you want to be on the Mystery Men?
Well, besides being the only pretty kitty on the scene, I have the ability to hurl hairballs at just about anything.
Could you give us a demonstration of your kitty powers?
How much time you got?